What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with me, Blake Neiman, and it is a very sad and disappointing day for the Pac-12 Conference. The Pac-12, longly dubbed as the Conference of Champions, has just lost two of its winningest programs in USC and UCLA after being accepted into the Big Ten Conference. For nearly a century, USC and UCLA have been loyal to the Pac-12, back to their days of the Pac-8. But since money talks, these two foundational rocks of the conference will be headed to where the grass is greener, so to speak. For the Big Ten, they are using this as a move to match the SEC's move this time around last year when they acquired Texas and Oklahoma from the Big 12. The SEC and Big Ten now control 32 of the best schools in the country, generating more money and resources than all of the other conferences combined. From the time the Pac-12 was formed fully in 2011, it took a decade for any other form of a conference movement to occur. Now, in the past 2 years alone, we have seen 4 teams break away from their long relationships with their conferences, changing the landscape of college athletics for the foreseeable future. All of this in anticipation of these new lucrative media deals that will pay these schools hundreds upon millions of dollars. But outside of the dollar amount, I feel that things really came down to the USC and UCLA feeling that their brand was larger than the Pac-12's brand. Or in other words, the schools felt that they brought more to the Pac-12 than the Pac-12 brought to them. Unfortunately, the power behind these media deals is college football, the sport that generates more money than all the rest. The Pac-12, as we know, has been the least successful of the Power 5 conferences when it comes to football, as they haven't had a college football playoff berth since 2017 and haven't won a national championship since, ironically, USC did back in 2004. With this underperformance in football, raises the once unthinkable question of the future of the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. USC and UCLA have represented the Pac-12 in the Rose Bowl 46 out of the 108 times. They now shift to the opponent's side, the Big Ten, leaving the future of the Pac-12's affiliation with the big game hanging in the balance. The fact of the matter is, none of the success of the other sports in the Pac-12 seem to speak of the necessity of the conference's existence. So with changes coming so fast and unpredictably, there's no telling what the Pac-12 will be or if it will be by the end of the decade. Expansion is inevitable. It's only a matter of time. I hope the Pac-12 does not disintegrate. That would be a shame on the entirety of college sports, a century-long conference that has brought so many champions and so many other sports that matter, that truly matter besides college football. College football should not be controlling the only form of this conference's existence, and it's just sad that they generate all the most money. I understand that, but these other sports that have longly been very successful, like softball, track and field, basketball, and also baseball here at Oregon State, like there is so much more to that this conference has and it means to them besides college football. So I hope that those around the country, committees and chairmen, can see that as well, and that it is still necessary to have the Pac-12 conference one way or another, whether it be 12 teams, less than that, or more than that. I still feel that this conference needs to exist, as it's been rooted into the college athletics spectrum for a century, and it should remain so. So hope you all enjoyed that. That's my take on it. You can keep up on all that's going on in college athletics and the Pac-12 conference here on Blake's Take on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. Subscribe and like to stay up to date, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.